Closer to my dreams. Yeah, they cut me off talking about the music, even though the music was off. But you know how I usually do. It's okay though. Come in the room. Come on, come on, come on in the room. Everybody come in the room. Yeah, that ain't wasting no time. Yeah, it said something about the music, even though it was off. But it's cool though. I'm still closer to my dreams. And I hope you are too. Yes. All right, y'all came back in here quick. All right, let me get the comments off for y'all get to asking me stuff so I can say what I have to say. Hello, everybody. Missed y'all the last couple of days. Been handling some family stuff. So, you know, family first. Always, especially when it's my children. Just a couple announcements. I'm almost done. Adding everybody into the Dropbox. You will still get your 30 days from whenever you get it. You'll have 30 days from that day. Okay, so I'm working to get it out tomorrow. That's my goal. I'm almost done. So that is that for the Dropbox access. Okay, with the information from the fourth quarter that you guys need. So as I stated, it'll be 30 days from the day that you actually get it, that you'll be able to utilize the information within there. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, next week is when I will host the Back to the Basics, Bloop That Is, the Yellow Brick Road, because y'all have to, in order to know where you're going, you have to understand how things are operating properly. And I do understand there's a lot of new people here and etc. Some old people that still don't get it because you're all over the place or whatever the thing could be, right? So, yeah. So that is going to be next week. I'm just trying to decide if I'm going to do it on Wednesday or Thursday. No, it's not going to be on the Super Bowl day. I seen a lot of y'all looked at my caption, and I really wish that you would have looked at my caption, right? I don't, football is not my thing. The most football that I did was when my son played when he was little, right? But when I tell you that they're showing you in so many ways that things are changing. It's the Indians, okay? Because the Kansas City Chiefs like the Indian people, right? You see they made it back redskin, the color. I think that was last year or 2 years ago, right? I know it was recently. And you have the Eagles. So what is the United States bird? The eagle. Who did they take the land from? The Indians. Everything these people do are rituals. Okay? They're all rituals. Point blank period. Think about the Black Hawk, the Hawk, and the American Airlines flight. Come on, y'all. So y'all have to start looking at things for what they are. So they're letting you know that it's like world again, war again, but in a different manner. Okay? They're telling you that things have shifted. I just seen that President Trump is doing a sovereign wealth fund, right? I haven't looked all the way into it, but I looked into it enough, and y'all know it's in my blood, so I can put stuff together very quickly. And remember how I said that they have given everything back, which they have, but y'all understand that these corporations are going to have to collapse. But what they gave back to we the people, the sovereign people, is going into a fund, so you'll still be able to claim what belonged to you. That's what I took from it. Like I said, I'm gonna go deeper into it, but that's just off the little bit that I read. It was like, oh, okay. So because those sovereign funds are for each state, so remember, everything is with the state, right? So even though they're about to collapse the entire system, those funds that belong to we the people, it will still be available. So that's what I took from that. So that's what my caption meant when I said public versus private, right? So you got the Eagle, that's public. You got the Indians, that's private. We already went through that spell, however you want to say it, whoever you say you are, but they took the lands from the Indian, right? I don't care who you say you are. That trust fund is in the name of the Indians, the original Indians, right? There's no disputing that at all. So, yeah, that they're showing you. And then, of course, it's on the day of the Super Bowl. Isn't it on the 9th? I believe it's on the 9th. So you got 9 plus 2 is 11. And then you got 2025, right? Which is 9. But then you add that back up to 9 plus 1 and 1, you got 11 again, right? Even down to the tarmac that the American airline plane was rerouted to. They told them to go on lane 33, right? So y'all got to start seeing things for what they are. The Super Bowl ain't nothing but a big ritual. Anyway, but yeah, it's us against them, seriously, right? So you have to get yourself in proper order, okay? I don't want no distractions, and I need y'all to get in proper order. So, yes, y'all do know that I have said that I am elevating to another level, which I am. But I've also told you guys that I'm not going to just elevate and not leave what the people need to be able to continue to get themselves free, right? I said that, and that's exactly how it is going to be. So Dropbox, I'll try to get it out. It's my goal to get it out tomorrow, Thursday at the latest, but you will have it this week, okay? With the examples and etc. in there, and the Back to the Basics class, the free 99 class that I am going to be doing live for anybody that wants to join. That will be next week. I'm just trying to debate if I'm going to do it on Wednesday or Thursday, but y'all will know. I'll post it what day that is going to happen. And I am still doing the tax class to show people how to properly file your taxes, because you need to know that. Like, you got to know it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts that you have to do it, and you have to do it properly. Yeah, you have to do it, and you have to do it properly. So I am going to still do that, as I said that I would. I'm still do what I said I'm do. Like, that's just that. But y'all know I do stuff in my own timing, and I move as I want to. I think y'all know that by now. But yeah, that's that. So I just want to get those announcements out of the way. The tax class will be this month as well. If y'all didn't wait and you went in the system, I think it's a hold up now on something because of Trump did something anyway. But hopefully you did them right so you can maximize and get what is properly needed, as I said. And yeah, my goal is to try to get as many of y'all to the clerk that I can get to the clerk, and get your money from the Treasury that I can get to the Treasury. So that's my goal, and I'm going to complete the mission, point blank period. And then I'm going to elevate in a higher dimension, right? That's the best way I can explain it. I'm elevating to a higher dimension, you know. So speaking of elevating, I know you guys seen the post that Kayla put up saying that we're parting our ways and etc. And let me tell y'all something. Every time when something is an end of something, does not mean that it's a bad thing, right? I love Caleb to death. I appreciate Caleb. I appreciate what Caleb have done, and being there, and us as a duo, you know, elevating the people, right? But the apprentice always has to leave the teacher at some point. There's nothing bad blood. I know y'all, because y'all like mess, right? So y'all think this going to be mess. Y'all thought I was about to come on this live and go off. If y'all ain't noticed, y'all ain't heard me go off all year, all last year. Like, but it's nothing to go off about. right? I have enjoyed watching Caleb go from where he was when I met him to where he is now, and I'm very excited to see which way he's going to go, right? But it is a certain point in time in a mission that sometimes you got to move on your own, right? And so that's exactly what's being done. There is no bad blood. There is no drama. There's no nothing. I'm going one way and he's going another way, right? But y'all do know that whatever way it is, because I was the teacher, you know what I'm saying? I planted them seeds, you know. So yeah, but I appreciate him and all that he has done and the help that he has provided. Like I said, that's going to always be nephew, regardless if we are working together or not, right? But the show still goes on. You know what I'm saying? The show still goes on. So if y'all worry like, oh, are they going to, that has nothing to do with nothing. This is a decision that it was made because it's time for it to be made. I want to see him spread his wings and fly like the fucking eagle. Okay? You know, so that's just that with that. You know, so before y'all get to making up stories, because y'all know y'all like to make up shit, and oh my God, they fell out, and no, it ain't none of that, right? We got to elevate. I'm elevating. He's elevating, right? Sometimes we elevate and don't be on the same elevator, even though we about to make it to the same floor. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I don't need y'all making up nothing and trying to start no drama. And, oh my God, do I got to pick between her and I got to pick between him? It's nothing like that, right? My goal, based off of real life experience. I'm trying to get y'all to the curb. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm trying to show you how to honestly operate in the power that you have and make everybody else do the work for you, right? Because we've hired these people, but we didn't give them any tasks. So we got to go back and renegotiate the contract that we signed with these people when we gave up all our shit. Okay? So that's what the goal is. So yeah, I feel like, you know, he did make an announcement or whatever. So I'm like, y'all need to hear because y'all just doing the most. Y'all doing the most, but no. I'm block you. I'm let y'all comment, and I want everybody to drop 100s in the chat for Caleb. Everybody drop 100s in the chat for nephew because he's fucking awesome. I know he's going to be amazing in whatever direction he's going in, and that's just what it is. But we, as the path to freedom, you know, y'all have to remember that when I started out, it was just me. it was always just me, right? So just drop some hundreds in him because we appreciate him. I'm loving to see what direction he's going in. As I'm not exactly sure what direction he's going in, but my direction is still the same way. Let me get you to the clerk, okay? Let me get you there, and let me show you how to properly live freely, especially now that we have a head of the republic and the corporation that understand what's going on. So this is now the time, but we don't have no time for distractions because when I say the days are counting down, they're counting down, right? They are counting down, and yeah, they're counting down. And things are going to possibly look worse before we get better. You know, but it may possibly look worse depending on what eye or eyes you're looking out of, right? But if you know what the goal is for you to get 100% free and go repossess everything that was taken from you. Keep your eyes on the prize and let's go get it. That's just that. Keep your eyes on the prize and let's go get it. So yeah, and when I say that I'm elevating, it's not like I'm not going to still be, but I'm not, but I am, you know. You got a tour that's coming up that I'm working on with the Academy. So it's a lot of things that we have in the works that can be able to what I wouldn't know when he put in the TurboTax to why he getting $3 million. I wouldn't know what to tell you because I don't know. You have to for the people that was in VIP, you have to downgrade your membership in order for it to revert back. That is not something that I can personally do. Now, if you are a part of VIP and you plan on being a part of the tax class, you can leave it if you choose to, just for, you know what I'm saying? But then make sure when the tax class is done, you downgrade yourself. So that would be totally up to you. If not, you have to go into YouTube. You have to do a downgrade, and they will refund based off of a prorate of when they took it, right? So if you do it the same day, it'll come all back. But if you want to attend the IRS class, because it's going to be the same price, or whatever, if you want to leave it that way, then you can, because you still got access to the room. So that's up to you guys on how you want to do that. But yeah, that's what that is. So I didn't know that until I just seen your comment. But yeah, you guys have to downgrade yourself. I don't control any of that. Okay. But I'll make an announcement in that room, because that means that you're in there, and I'll let people decide if they want to do it that way. If not, you just have to hit the downgrade or whatever. As far as regular YouTube, we will be having a class. I don't know if I made the date for it or not. I need to go look. But I will be going over the hold harmless agreement, the security agreement, and the other items that you need when it comes to your trust. As well. So if you leave it in the fourth quarter, yes, if you leave it in the fourth quarter, you'll automatically be enrolled into the tax class, yes. How much is the tax class? $4.99. Yes. Peppy, if you were charged already, yes, you good for the tax class. You forgot to downgrade. Okay. So yeah, and then I'll make another announcement after the tax class to say, hey, go into YouTube and downgrade back to the 99 if you choose to stay within there. But yeah, I'll be going over the hold harmless agreement, your security agreement, and etc. Because when you guys get to filing your taxes, if you're doing a tax 1041 filing, yeah, you might want to have your trust on file with the IRS to make it go a lot easier. But we will go over that. I'll be going over the W-2 correction, the 1099, the barter form, the 1040 or the 1041. So I will be doing, and it'll be just like fourth quarter. It'll be a step-by-step, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's how it'll be when it comes to that. Of course, I will give you guys whatever circular is supposed to go with it, and etc. But yeah, that's how that will go. What is the date of the class? I haven't decided the exact date, but I will tell you that it will be within the next 2 weeks. Section what is not in the IRS manual no more. That's great. I have to look it up and see. But yeah, y'all, do we need the hold harmless agreement, the security agreement? We open up our irrevocable bank account. Oh, you're going to need those. When you open up your bank account, like, you're going to need those. You're going to need those. Are we lenders now on 1099As? We always been a lender. We're always the lender. But you have to do them in, like, a sequence of order. And I will tell you to damn, I just lost my train of thought. But yeah, it's the way that the 1099 is supposed to be filled out. And if you don't want them to take a year to give you your tax return, then you have to make sure that you have things on file, especially a UCC. But we'll go over that in the class, you know. So, yeah, because I don't need nobody taking my words trying to recreate them and get y'all all messed up. We're not doing any more of that, okay? No more misinformation, y'all. So, yeah, that's it. That is what I wanted. But, yeah, I just wanted to reassure everybody everything is good. Like I said, Caleb, if you're listening, appreciate you. We rocked this shit out for 2 years. It ain't been the easiest 2 years. You see that now, but I'm very proud of how you have grown, and I hope that you continue to deepen your studies so that you can continue to get further. Yeah, get your ass to the clerk, dude. I want everybody to get to the clerk. Get to the clerk. The clerk got my shit. You got your EFT PSPN today. I know that's right. That means you did that withholding right. I know that's right. How many else y'all got the withholding? No, it's not too late. Just come back into the room. If you downgraded today, would you still have to get... No, you'll have to upgrade. If you downgrade it, it'll prorate you. Even if if you're in the regular VIP and you move up, it prorates you. I don't know how YouTube do that, but they handle all of that. Now, Fly, you got your... I know that's right. Look at y'all with y'all pins. So y'all can have the right bank accounts open. So when them transfers, like somebody just said they daddy got a $3 million tax return on TurboTax. Like, I don't know what numbers you put in, but you have to remember they are fixing the system. I don't know how he did it, so I can't tell you that it's right. But when you have deposits and things of that magnitude, you want to make sure that it's going into the right account, which is a withholding checking account. A withholding account, which we all know is in the name of the trust because that's how you got the withholding EIN number. So... You said they only give you the option to cancel. It should be a downgrade option. Definitely should be a downgrade option. But yeah, y'all, that's it. The show shall continue. Yes. But ignorance be gone and put on his wings and he about to fly, y'all. Fly. That makes the teacher feel good, don't it? When your student fly like the little baby bird in the nest and then they can finally fly. Fly like the motherfucking eagle, okay? You keep flying like the eagle and I keep flying like the phoenix and we gonna make it to where we gotta go. And that's how it goes. Yeah. So, yes, and then I'll have more information. Like I said, we're going to do a tour this year. For the first time, y'all like Path of Freedom popping outside, and she is. She pop, and I am. Y'all like all these years, and I am. Okay? Pop. A withholding checking account is needed in the name of the trust. Absolutely, because well, you can put it in, it can go in the withholding name, but that is designated for the trust. The trust. Look at your withholding. So when you open that withholding account, it's designated for what? The trust that you created to even get the withholding EIN, right? It's about why they asking about Caleb. Who's asking? If they go back and listen to the live, where we're going our separate ways. He's going to fly like the eagle. I'm going to fly like the phoenix. And at the end of the day, we're going to free y'all ass. Okay? The apprentice always have to leave the teacher. Always. If you stay an apprentice forever, then how far can you see yourself go? Right? And nobody wants to hinder anybody from flying like the eagle. So, $100,000 lawsuit to Experian. You got your case approved in small claims court. Congratulations. But small claims court normally is up to... You thought, well, it got approved, so you had to file in the right one. I thought, well, depending on the state, ain't it 50,000 or something? But congratulations, get their ass and use all of the stuff in their current lawsuit for everything that they said that they didn't do, but they're going to pay for it, which means that's an admission of guilt without saying you're guilty, right? I will go pull that same fucking lawsuit and all the stuff that CFPB fined them for, put it in your damn thing, because that means it happened to you too, right? And then don't forget, Experian does, with your account number, they do sell on the secondary market as securities for every account. So if you was in the fourth quarter takeover, if I was you, I would go onto my Experian account and get my account number, right? Because account number mean what? Account means to deposit. So I would get my account number from Experian and I will UCC it so that they can know that you have an interest within that account. There you go. I bet you they settle out of court with your ass quick, because Experian like to play. I know a few people that have taken Experian, and Experian, you got to really be on your shit, but you're in the process of suing them for violations, but they're also selling your information as a security. If you go look up their security filings, so to show on a public record that you have an interest into that account, I would that would be UCC leaned. Okay, lean the account number. Okay, and you got a court case number now. Even though it's small claims court, you still have an interest in that because of the court, because they're going to turn that into a municipal bond. So that will be UCC too. Everything need to have a use for the fucking say. Okay, everything. Y'all can keep hollering all day. I have an interest. I have an interest. I have an interest. Okay, but did you prove it? Because remember, you dead and you can't talk. And so the only way to prove it is through what? You have to lean it. You got to do what they didn't do. So hopefully y'all didn't been leaning back on people like y'all supposed to. Yeah, he fired everybody. The head of the CFPB, everybody. Because he know what it is. Like, they've been stealing. And it's a war going on. Spiritually, y'all know Saturn rule. For y'all that's on the spiritual side, y'all know Saturn is ruling. And when I tell you Saturn is so big, I ain't even need my telescope. And it's sitting in the west cardinal direction of my house. Saturn is fucking trouble. Saturn come to shake up some shit. Saturn come for karmic. Saturn's a motherfucker, and we are going to be into Saturn into 2027, and it's big. Now I'm gonna drop a picture. It was the moon, a waxing crescent moon, and right next to it, you seen fucking Saturn. It was that fucking close. I took a picture. Let me see. It was just out here, but it got cloudy. Like, you see it. It's sitting there. Like, the world is changing. Mother Earth is fixing herself. Mother Earth is cleansing herself, and it's a shift, y'all. Oh, so the stock market. The stock market. I know y'all see it's falling. This is the time to buy. Just think about your favorite store, right? And you've been walking past an item that you like, man, I ain't about to pay $5.99 for that, but you really, really want it, right? And then you get a text on your phone saying that it's on sale now from $5.99 to $1.99. Are you gonna go buy it? That's right, the universe demand balance. Are you gonna buy it? I bet you is. So, that's what you have to look at the market right now. Is, are you going to buy it? Now, besides XRP and what else you need to buy, I don't know, go to the Academy. The Academy will tell you what you need to buy. Okay? But right now is the time to take the sale. It's called a bull run. Y'all know I don't know much, but the little bit I do know, I can tell y'all. I know it's called a bull run. And this is right now is going to separate the men from the boys and the girls from the women, because people see the market is falling and they're selling. Whatever you do, if it's something that's profitable, especially XRP, do not fucking sell it. I don't care what it dropped to. Right now, when you see it drop, this is when you should get to buying it now. Y'all have to understand, I believe it's May 14th, the new system is going to be online. Right? Even though they're already using the system, but it's going to be fully online. March got something else going on, but y'all know, just look at things that have happened in the past, like the code and the vid, right? That happened in March. So see what's happening in March, because they do everything around the same time. They're just doing something different right? And then they got all these people distracted. People like, oh my God, he took away Black History Month, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because we deserve more than those many days, right? So, but they got everybody distracted when you know, if everybody else going to the right, Tamika goes to the left every single time. Right? I'm not going where the masses is going. And right now, everybody needs to use discernment. And you got to get on your shit. Get your trust. You got to have a trust. You ain't doing nothing without a trust. You can't see the clerk without a trust. You got to have a trust. Okay? Because you can have and it's the most shit that you need. Right? But you have to make sure that everything is decent and in order. So there will be no back and forth. There will be no, we can't do it. It's going to be, I come to claim my shit and I did it right, not run it. Let me get that. And I got the right account to put it in because I got my withholdings account. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? Trying to help you. I promise you I'm trying to help y'all. Real ID is a rock passport. Oh yeah, and then they got that new ID stuff has to go over. And for y'all asking, am I still going over the irrevocable? What is the difference in the irrevocable and the revocable? Have y'all attempted it? But honestly, what's the difference besides the change of the name? Besides the fact that with an irrevocable, whatever you put in there cannot be changed without all of the beneficiaries' permission, which is why when you get a house, they sell it over to MERS and make MERS the beneficiary, which is why you can discharge your house and etc. And if you ain't did all of the steps, they can come back and take it. Why? Because only the beneficiary can collapse the trust. So if MERS is down as the beneficiary, ultimately that's what a foreclosure mean. They foreclose on the trust and only the beneficiary can. Which is why they make it MERS and not you. So if you don't do the steps properly, it can say discharge, your stuff can say zero, but then you get a letter in the mail talking about you about to be foreclosed on, and you like, well, how the hell is this? It's not showing on my credit report. It's not. What? Because when you signed the papers, the trustee that you assigned turned around and signed it over to MERS as the beneficiary. And if you know anything about an irrevocable trust, and they put it in an irrevocable trust, okay? This is why they tell y'all it's hard to get out of one. That's why you have to go through all of the original steps, right? So what is the difference between a revocable and an irrevocable? These type of questions at this stage in the game, you shouldn't even be asking me unless you're brand new, right? And especially, what's the difference outside of the title? What are you putting in there? Okay? What are you putting within this irrevocable trust so it can't be touched? Right? So that's the difference. The revocable trust, you can add shit, you can take away, you buy a new car, you can put it in that. These are the things that you can add and take away. But the beneficiary of the revocable trust is the irrevocable trust. So now you just protected your estate. You protected your assets. So outside of the name, one saying revocable, one saying irrevocable, really what are the differences, right? So figure it out. What is the cheapest way to get on public record? What is considered public record is the question. Y'all making this difficult? Don't put your trust on the record. Okay? So if you don't put your trust on the record and you don't put the old trust on there, how you going to say you got one? How are you making public notice? Think we are supposed to utilize the system for our behalf. Y'all trying to run from the system. Y'all, I'm not going to put that and made it. You're not using the system properly, which is why they say we minors and don't know how to, and incompetent of handling our own business and affairs. Thank you, Yazzie. Let me pin it. Yes, Yazzie Blue. You've been with me for a minute too. When you put your irrevocable on file with the clerk, it cancels out their irrevocable. And now let me get my assets. Y'all don't get that? A trust can only deal with a trust. A trust can only cancel out a trust. You can cancel out their trust because they lawfully weren't supposed to do it. It was only supposed to be while you're a minor. When you became the age of maturity, you were supposed to go put it back on the record so that they can know, public notice. Okay? Then you look, depending on your state, with the clerk and what their rules are for paper size, font, this, that, what's needed. That's where D's.com came in, and that's when looking up your clerk's office to see. Okay. Get to the clerk. I don't know too many people that has made it to the clerk. Seriously. Don't y'all get food out here. Don't get food out here. Yeah, and where's everybody's money? She walked away with not filing people's taxes and shit. Oh, what did I miss? Oh, we talk about the Miss Thievery, who's still around here commenting on people's posts, still trying to take y'all money. Bloop. Is there a way to get past the cap on damages set by the state for medical medical malpractice? Is very hard for you to get a payout on. I'm telling you that now. Medical malpractice, and if anything, you should have been asking for the doctor's liability insurance and did an insurance claim instead of trying to take them to court. Your public notice will be done in 7 days. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now, if it was done properly, the clerk will take it. But y'all down here running to the clerk with half documents, not the full documents, not stamped properly. Like, it's a whole system of things that you have to do in order to make sure that it doesn't get rejected. So look up the difference between a county clerk and a town clerk. And now you tell me. What do I follow? Lord have mercy. The question that y'all asking, yeah, no. Now y'all see why I'm elevating. I got to go up. I got to go up. Because y'all still not getting it. And I don't understand it. Like, these questions is making my head hurt. Like, are y'all serious? Dallas does authentication online instantly. Congratulations. Yeah, because they changing the systems. They are changing the systems. When are we going to have a one-on-one? I haven't scheduled one-on-ones in forever, so I don't know, Wiley, who you're asking about a one-on-one, but I don't do one-on-ones. So if you paid somebody, baby, I can promise you it wasn't me, because I haven't done that since, like, the beginning of 2024. So I don't have any one-on-ones, darling. When you do not consent to contact with the state after receiving a ticket, where must I send it? And I've answered that question. And Paige, you've been with me for a minute. That's what I'm saying. Y'all all over the place. All over the place. I've been said what to do with the ticket. I've been said, and you send it back to the same people who did it. But yeah, yeah. Your embosser came today with your coat of arms. Congratulations. So that's what I like. Shima, I don't know the beginning. Shima, congratulations. See, you doing what you're supposed to do. You got your inbox today with your code of ours. Congratulations. And what do trust do exactly? Can you explain one more time? No, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not. You can go get it and hit the link in my bio and hit the YouTube button and hit the one that say $99 and it's trust. It's an example in there. There are videos in there. No, I cannot answer that question. I'm sorry. I'm not answering any questions that I've been screaming from the mountaintop for years. I'm not answering any more of those. I'm not doing it. The new people can go into YouTube VIP and court classes in there, the trust classes in there, the mortgage classes in there, and on the free part, you got recorded national status, you got the power of the UCC, which everybody should have watched that again and again and again. The power of the UCC. Why y'all think that I'm telling y'all to do the UCC? Out of all my classes, and they're all powerful, don't get me wrong, but that power of the UCC, shoot, baby. Yeah. Marcus, the link in my bio. Who filed taxes, right? I need help filing. Learn how to file your own taxes. Why y'all got to stop depending on people? When we are applying for the withholding EIN, should we use our SAN or the irrevocable EIN? Were you in fourth quarter? I answered that. You've had success with the ticket method twice and already in New York. Congratulations. Let me pin your stuff. Congratulations. Motherfucking path to freedom. I got that path to get you to that freedom, baby. And you did it in New York. Y'all see that? I had success with that ticket method twice. So I've said it. So if you got a ticket, you better get to scrolling. Why would you need an indemnity bond with a UCC? Who y'all doing the most? If your ticket came back 9 months later, you didn't do something right. Yeah, the passing of the book, the West Ham book. It is so many options out here to help you guys get your trust properly. Yes, the answers are there. The court classes in VIP. On my receipt dropper page. Yeah, I be tagging that. People don't be noticing it. I don't be over there, but there's some videos over there. Talk about the power of the UCC will have you in shambles. It will, but baby, when I say you gonna be locked and loaded, because everything is about, you gotta put your claim in. Y'all ain't put y'all claim into nothing, right? Y'all got houses, and they'll say on your lease that your security deposit is being held at a bank. Well, ain't that supposed to pay you? Right? Not just give you your security deposit back. What about the interest that was made on it, right? Ain't this account supposed to pay for this? That's what I'm saying, though, right? But you never put it on the record. You abandon it. You got to put it on the record that you have an interest in this particular security, right? That's what it is. These people use your promissory notes and et cetera as collateral. They use it as a collateral security that they would not have had unless you signed your John Hancock. So don't you think outside of you having a contract that you have to put it somewhere on the record to prove that you have an interest. Look at the words, that you have an interest in this account. An account means to deposit. And interest is what they're supposed to be giving you. I've already went over property tax. I went over all of that. Why would you be? You're not using the words of the UCC. You are following the directions of the UCC to get your stuff put on the record properly. That's what I'm saying. Y'all all over the place. Y'all all over the place. And I'm trying to guide y'all. Congratulations, Eric. Somebody who heard me. That's right. Hit that fire system. Bloop. Man, y'all giving me a headache. That's right. New York is the head of all states. It sure is. You've been moving around this space for some years. You're the truth. You helped me connect some much needed dots. Congratulations. Let's talk money. I know that's right. Let's talk money. Thank you. I'm happy that you were able to connect your dots to get where you need to get. It's in the court. It's the court class. The IRS forms and the liens in order. If you was, and Larry, I think you was in fourth quarter takeover. What do you mean? Can you file the liens on these companies before doing the IRS forms? I would think you would want to. If not, they're going to take forever to do your taxes. They can see that. I've already went over property taxes. I'm not going over that number either. How do you get the TCC for the fire? So why don't you go on the IRS website and read it? Layla Lockwood is a boss. I fucking love her. She is the trustee boss. Like, if y'all just don't want to do a trust and want somebody else to do it, hit Creditgenics, link in my bio. The prosecutor attorney. All right, well, file a 211 on them in a 349, a 3949A. Well, you left out at Black Plates, Mitch. Man, you know how much stuff I done did since then? Wow. My YouTube account is linked in my bio. Purchase money security interest. That's right. Suit. Because we went over that 16 CFR 433.12 and 3, that it is a purchase money or a purchase money. And you're getting the interest, but you got to say that your interest is there. You said file a claim that's in your interest. Absolutely. Please stop saying that UCC is copyrighted material and you need permission to use it. That is a law. But see how y'all mind is all over the place? I said file a UCC lien. The UCC is the Uniform Commercial Code. They have a whole system. That is the only way you can put anything on the public record. Why do you think that I can type in any state UCC right now and put a lien on something or someone and it goes through? If the system was not for us to use it, then it wouldn't be there for us to use it. But y'all be so diverted all over the place. Like, I done gave y'all a straight line. I'm telling you what you need. I told y'all what you need. If you're going to do anything, you're going to need a trust. Point blank, period. If you have an interest in any of the collateral securities that you have signed your name to, you're going to have to lien it. Why are y'all? I know why y'all making it so hard. Because you listening to me and 50 other mother people, and you are confused because you refuse to read. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it, people. I don't get it. The ticket method I used when my daughter had, I already said what I did to the ticket. You put a UCC lien on yourself from prison, and when you first learned the information, and lo and behold, they gave you a dozen Bradstreet number. Blue. Right. All she doing is teaching what's on her YouTube and in fourth quarter. Absolutely. And I gave y'all that, not because I'm bored. I gave y'all that because I'm telling you what you need to go to the clerk properly. Your money is there. They gave it back. Then y'all see that the debt clock thing that I put up? Y'all should keep up with the debtclock.org. That has always been there. People like, oh, we don't know where that came from. Like, y'all do the most. Debtclock.org. And always look to the top right-hand corner for the secret window. You see that the debt was made to zero. I did not put that zero there. They did. Kenny, the senator dude flat out said, we gave all the shit back. We gave it back. So you need to put it on the record who you are, right? They only know white paper, black ink. I don't know where, his name is God. If you've been around this for a minute, he called himself God. I know I got his number too. But years ago, when I first started this, right? When I was still a newbie, he wrote a book called White Paper, Black Ink. And let me tell y'all something. I opened up that goddamn book and I felt like y'all who brand new, like, what in the world does any of this mean? Right? Because I was still new. And I'm like, I understand it. But as my foundation strengthened and I got to a further point, I picked that book up again and I read it and I understood it 1,000%. Before it looked like Japanese, Chinese, all in one. Then when I looked at it again, because of foundation, I understood it. Everything is white paper, black ink. That book was so powerful that I'll never forget, he put up a post, and it was right after I got it, saying that PayPal read his book. They sent the email. They read his book and say he cannot advertise that on his platform. He had to end up going to a private publishing company to get this book done. I know it's not in circulation any longer. You're not going to be able to find this book. I think I paid like $300 for this book years ago, and it was the best $300 that I can get. But when I first put my hands on it, I didn't understand it because my foundation was not there for me to understand it. But baby, if anybody on here know God, I got his number somewhere in my phone. I wish he would sell that book again. It's called White Paper, Black Ink. Look it up, but you ain't going to be able to find the book. But you'll probably be able to find the cover. I posted it years ago. But it took me a minute to get there. So what I'm trying to do with y'all is stop taking y'all through so many different things when you could just go to the end. Right? The end of this thing is going to the clerk. But I can tell that only my people with foundation, only my people that's been with me for a minute, that's been doing the work, understand that, oh, this is it. This what I got to do. But if you ask these same people, or you go back and look at long-term posts, and you see the type of things they were commenting and in the beginning, and you see what they commenting now, they stand all on their foundation. I love that. Right? I love to see y'all stand on y'all foundation and fly like the eagle. Right? Same thing Caleb just did. He's standing on his foundation and he's going to fly like the fucking eagle. Eagles normally don't fall out the sky unless they about to get their prey. Then they going to swoop down on your ass. Phoenix, like I am, just takes the fuck over. Okay? Because I'm going to always rise like the phoenix, no, regardless to what happens. Regardless to who's there and who's not there. Regardless to my name getting drug in the mud, people talking big shit. Y'all see, I continue to do what? I rise. I rise through the ashes. Because what? I grow in the dirt. You want to throw dirt? Thank you. I needed that dirt because I need the nutrients so that I can grow big. Okay? And I need y'all to do the same thing. Period. Read the stuff that I drop in here for you. Yeah, there you go. Dorsey Brown. Not only do the lean, but perfect it. And if you was in fourth quarter takeover, I showed you how to perfect the lean. Because guess what? You can get all of these people because nobody that you've signed a contract with have a perfected lean on you if you don't believe me. Okay? If you a newbie. My old ones already did it. Telling people to look up UCC 11s, that came from Path to Freedom. Go Go pull your UCC 11 for your name in your state. Any lien. So they say they got a lien on your car. Where's the UCC? They say they got a lien on your house. Why is it not in the Secretary of State system? Fuck the Register of Deeds office. Fuck the DMV. It, by law, it's supposed to be registered with where? The Secretary of State. So if any of y'all do a UCC 11 search, Florida does not give you one certified. You'll get it immediately. You can go right now. Get off of my live and go and check your name. You're not going to see any liens. But I promise you this. You start putting them liens in the system on the light company, the gas company, the water company, the car company, and you do it right. Okay, I'm sorry. That was my kids calling me, and they out of the country right now. So I had to answer that. You know, the kids get the call and they out the country. Mama got to answer that. Yeah, you have none in your name. So that proves that none of these people have a perfected lien. You know why? Because they cannot have a perfected lien, because then that would trace their fraud. So guess what? Don't you got an interest in the collateral security? Right? So don't you want to perfect your own lien? I'm talking about everything. Light bill, gas bill, whatever's in your name, you need to have a UCC filed. Okay? And I showed y'all how to file it. I showed y'all what to check. I told y'all what to have with it. And it ain't just the UCC one. If you was in the class, you know all the original documents that you have to file it, and you do it online. And if you do it correctly, it will be accepted. Once that lien on the system, hot to mighty motherfucking knows, like the old people used to say. Guess what? Now you have put in your claim for the collateral security. And guess what? First in line, first in time. So if yours is there, they can't put one. Put in your UCC lien on a car dealer who say that you owe them a payment every freaking month. You do it to them, the servicer, the issuer, the trustee. All their names go on there with that account number. Okay? The reference number on the top of your documents, and you put that in the system. I promise you your title will come. But then after you put it in the system, it's accepted. You can get a certified copy of it. Then you can go, because it's certified, you can go take a copy, and then now you can put it on the public record with your county clerk. Then you can take that same piece of paper and go down to your taxation office and say, I am contesting the lien. Contesting the lien. Contest the lien. Which they'll give you what's called a bonded title. Which means that whatever car company it is got 3 years to come and prove that they are the holder of it, but they never can. But if you follow my directions and get your trust and you get all your other papers together, you can bypass all of that, because now you will do what's called liquidate. We are liquid assets. Liquidate the entire fucking estate and make the clerk fucking do it. Y'all going out the hard way. You ain't got to do all of that. Perfect yourself. How about that? Perfect yourself. Yes, contest the lien. I've talked about that before too. Liquidate the estate. We don't have no more time to be playing with these people. I told y'all, SES, all that, yup. All that, yup. No, well, guess what? I ain't saying that don't work, because it does. But we're tired of SES and every month. Give me my shit. Okay, let me get it. Run that. You gave it to the clerk. Clerk, I'm coming. So my main goal would be, what is it that the freaking clerk need for me to do what I got to do? But in the process, let me put my interests out there. Let me perfect my security, my collateral that I gave these people that they selling all over the world. And I'm not getting paid for it. Then they got the audacity to say I owe them too. No, 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 no. The power of the UCC. Everybody should go on YouTube, and it's free. My Power of the UCC video is on the main YouTube page. Understand what the UCC system is and how you use that to perfect. I keep trying to tell y'all the answers. Please, y'all. Then for the people you gotta, after you perfect your shit, instead of, oh, you owe me. Yeah, but guess who's gonna tell you that you owe me? The IRS, because the IRS gonna pay me, baby. They gonna pay me out. And then now you're gonna have to pay taxes. And my money is protected because I got it in the right withholding account that I can transfer out to my other accounts. That means I'm no longer an enemy of the state because I'm not dealing with the banking cartel because my shit is in the withholdings account. Come on, y'all. I want y'all to fly like the eagle too. And I want y'all to lead a teacher. But I want you to lead a teacher with no more training wheels. No more, oh my God, you got to hold my hand. You leaving because I got this shit. I run me. Period. And in order for you to do that, you got to know how to do it. And by following their rules, because their rules, well, you will win every freaking time when you follow their directions. Y'all will see when I do the text class that every paper that I'm going to show you to file came from their circulars. You just got to know how to file it. You want your Q-sub number on the court case? FOIA. FOIA. The administration side of the courthouse. For the whole file, you'll get your Q-sub number. Yes, God. Yes, God. One guy, 888, that's exactly who I'm talking about. His number in my phone, because I just talked to him a couple months ago. Like, literally, where was I? I was in New York, sitting on the balcony. That's how I remember. Some months ago. And I got to remember when. But his number in my phone, because I don't erase shit. But yeah, I will hope, I'm going to ask him, please put that book back out. Please put the book back out. Yep, it's $200. But it's going to be a website. You got to email him. He don't not be... the last time I talked to him, which was last year, I'm like, please, we need this book back out. Like, that book right there, baby. But like I said, it went over my head. Because as I keep telling y'all, I was y'all one day. It went, yep, it's unavailable. It is. I'm going to call him. Y'all know I can pull some strings because I know some people. I'm going to call. God, I know you ain't on here, but hey, boo, I'm going to find your number. I'm going to find it because we text first. So now you're going to make me go through my entire phone. Baby, I got like 100,000 emails. My storage full, okay? But I'm going to find that number because, guys, when I tell y'all that book right there, he hasn't posted. Nope, he has not posted since 2022. My last time I talked to him, you'll see anything that he posted. I think her name was Jolie. That was his wife. I do know she just passed away a couple months ago. Well, she passed away during the time that I was talking to him, and he was like out of it because that was his right hand. But I got his number, and I would love for him to put, man, let me tell you, when you got an Odyssey and you got that foundation, you're going to read that book like hot diggity God. Okay? But like I said, when I first read it, I didn't understand it. And why I didn't understand it, because I wasn't ready yet. I was still a baby bird. I wasn't even out the nest yet. This is when I first started. He was the only person at that time that was popping receipts. I mean, literally, he at what? I say, oh shit. Okay, you got this book, let me read it. Because you have proven that whatever you're doing is something right. So let me go get this book. And when I got the book, it was the most, out of all the books that I have besides the trust book, that is one of the most powerful books I've ever read in my life. So I got his number. I'm trying to call him. Yep, the other guy that was on Trump's secure party, yep, he got a book too. Which means if his name was there, then Trump made him trustee. Yeah, he lost Jolie. When I talked to him, he sounded so sad. So sad. But I'm going to look out for his number. They call him God. Seriously, he called himself God. If you type that book name in Facebook, you're going to get all his old stuff. You'll see a picture of the book. It's a white book with red on there. And like I said, when he first started PayPal, and he posted the email that PayPal sent, so he had to go to a publishing company, and he said that was his last rodeo. When I was introduced to him, he said, I'm done. Like, he said, I left y'all everything y'all need. Like, all of us who are in this space, at some point, we have to leave what we have, and we have to move on. That's Patrick Devine, Gene Keating, like all of these people, okay? They left the necessary information for you to start picking up the pieces and putting it together. Okay? Yep, in his books. Don't buy it. Just read the description, y'all. So, yep, there's his website. Let me pin it. Hopefully he can see the traffic, but I'm going to call him, y'all. I promise you I am. I am going to dig through my phone, and I'm going to find his number. I just got to remember what month it was. I know I was in New York when I talked to him, because he wanted me to leave New York and come to where he at in Atlanta. But I had something up, so I just got to look at my plane tickets, my old flight tickets, so I can figure out what month it was that I was in New York. Talking to him, I believe it was around June. Was my son with me? I don't know, but I'm figuring it out. But I got his number because we did talk. And I had sent him an email. Oh my God, because I wanted to get the book. I wanted to get some because I wanted to gift this book to people. So I went on his same webpage and I emailed him. He got back to me like 6 months later. That's how we ended up talking, because I emailed him because I'm like, this book is too powerful not to be in the hands of more people. But those of us that got it, we know we got a gem. Auntie, I'm waiting for my daughter's birth certificate. Oh, that's a lot. You going through a lot. She changed a lot, trying to put you in jail. Like, maybe it's time. Everything has a reason and a season, right? And sometimes people's seasons are over. And when their season is over, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, they screw up Trump's trustee from the internet. Yeah, he had a book. You best motherfucker believe I got it. When I first seen it, the book was on Amazon. It cost me $900 fucking dollars. But I bet you I got that book. I got it. I'm telling y'all, my library, because if the systems ever go down, I got books. I got tangible books I can put my hands on, right? Tangible books. Because if they, you see how they wipe the internet and stuff? They doing MK Ultra and shit. Like the little Home Alone dude. Now, if you remember that the Home Alone dude croaked from a OD years ago, please drop 100. I need to see what timeline y'all on. Do y'all remember when it was on national TV that this young man croaked? He sold 128,000 copies in 3 weeks in 2008. He did, because he that motherfucker a dude. The Mandela effect. See, y'all see. But now he told he back with a family. I'm like, nah. Then we look at the Canada dude. The Canada dude said, I retired. He stepped down. I know I seen it. But now he back. Trudeau, whatever. The Mandela effect. They just like Chick-fil-A. It was not spelled like that. Okay? Chick-fil-A didn't have no goddamn K. Chick-fil-A did not have a K. Okay? The Bearstein Bears, they didn't change that. So all I can say is reality's jumping is real. And I don't come down past the 5th dimension any longer. So I don't know what the fuck be going on. I don't even be knowing what day it is. I don't know nothing. Right? But yeah, y'all, get it together. Please. Wait, it has a K. The new Chick-fil-A got a K in it. See? It never had a K. But they want us to believe it had a K in it. Yup, see? Known before it's known. He did step down, but why he up there? The straight Mandela effect. And I'm not a part of that Mandela. It's like the Truman Show. I think I'm going to watch that. I think I'm going to take a day and I'm going to go rewatch the Truman Show, because I ain't watched it since forever. These people tell us everything, y'all. It's spooked because no one is believing me. Well, guess what? I believe you, because I know what I seen. They say he got real bad and he OD'd. Now, when did he start getting a wife and a family? That's what I'm saying, though. It's all actors. They're all actors. Everybody's a fucking actor. And we the extras. Extra, read all about it. They told you to read all about it, didn't they? They said extra. Think about the old saying. Extra, Read all about it. We are the extras, and they told your ass to read. They tell us. They have to tell us everything, y'all. Bob Parker, didn't he been passed away? I had an old Berenstain Bears book that spelled differently. That's what I'm saying. That was one of my little favorite shows. The Berenstain Bears. Now they done changed it. Limitless is telling us something too. Oh, I gotta go check her out and see what she said. I haven't been online. He even gave a press conference how he spoke to the family and stepped it down. That's what I'm saying. What that other post I put up talking about conspiracy theories is at 37 and we at 0 because they is. The fuck? We ain't crazy. But it'll sure tell you what dimension you on. Right? What dimension is you on? Yeah, and Sinbad with that little movie where he was in the genie jar and shit. So about that ain't never happened. Oh, bullshit. I watched it. I'll tell y'all what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to old school like bookstore, record store, and I'm about to go see if I can find some VHS tapes. I want the VHS tapes. Take me back to the VHS and we had to blow to make sure that it worked right. Take me back to the TV that used to let off a frequency in the middle of the night. Y'all remember that? The frequency? When you will be watching something and it will always be Star Trek, and then after Star Trek, the TV will be like zzz, and it'd be black and white. Those were frequencies of us tuning, right? Back then, we even had copper pipes in the house. We had the real lights, because remember, we had to be on by the street light. So when that light got the zzz, everybody was running home. That's what I'm saying. Taking the copper out of the house and using plastic, because copper is a conductor. So it stopped the shit that they have coming through our house. That's why they moved all copper pipes out of houses. Yeah, Kazam. I know damn I watch Kazam. Yeah, I used to cut that shit off. Right. But when you think about it now, if you enter frequencies, that was a frequency that was tuning us to fuck up in our sleep. Because everything is frequency. They stopped all. They said, no, we want these niggas to be dumb. We want to rule the world. We want to take all their shit. And we want to put them in an ending cycle of we be the 1% and they not. No, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. Okay? They got a paperback copy of what book? Yeah, Sinbad said Shabam didn't happen. He said it his motherfucking self. Yeah. Yep. That's why they removed the lead paint out the house, y'all, because the lead paint actually stopped radiation and shit. Because wasn't no kids eating no motherfucking paint off of the walls. See how people crazy? Oh, it's lead paint. No, that shit stopped them from being able to have conductors, right? It stopped them from being able to give us radiation through our walls and shit. This shit crazy. Yeah, kids didn't eat no damn paint. Just taking Bella out of school. Yeah, take Bella out. Hey, Bella. Yep, get Bella up out of there. The book's 2100 tax form lifestyle bill. What book is that? Freedom F8. Yeah, did you see a video of Sinbad saying that he will unalive anybody who had the last copy? Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, these people is off their fucking rocker. But guess what? We're going to go to the clerk. Yup, they cracked the church bells to get rid of the frequency. That's why I love when I go to New York. I go to that real big church down there on Fifth Avenue where they got all the deities up and you can go pray and the bells is going. Yes, because they can't take the bells. That's why I got a wind chime in front of my house. Every time the wind blow, that bitch through too. So whatever ain't right, try to come up in here. You ain't coming. You ain't ring, ring. Yep, I remember taking a hearing test at school, too. I remember working on the computers that was green, and we had that little Pilgrim little game. I used to love that little game. You can still buy it. Lead paint is expensive. It's an expense that's worth happening. What's a good water filtration system? I don't know. I had mine built onto my house, and I made them use copper piping. I got it from ARS Router. It cost me like $9,000 for the whole house water filtration system. That you have to also remember, it depends on how big your house is. But I did it through ARS Router, and the lines, the piping that they use is all copper, so it goes through that first, and I can definitely tell a difference. You can also just take you some real pennies, make sure they're the real ones, get some old pennies and drop them in the bottom of your water, or get a copper cup. That'll help too. Yep, St. Patrick's Cathedral. I love going in there. I go in there and get my holy oil, go in there and say me a little prayer, but I be in there with them bells, baby. So, oh yeah, Oregon Trail. See, I know that's right. Look at us telling our age. I used to love Oregon Trail. What? You got a copy of Shabazz with Sinbad on. You better not say that, because he said he gonna kill anybody got a last copy. He said, I'm gonna unalive him. Yes, Oregon Trail used to be the shiznit. Yeah, they made them take all the bills out of the church because they can't. The bad entities can't take the bills. That's why they cracked all the bills. Yeah, Oregon Trail was, you couldn't tell me nothing on the Oregon Trail, okay? I was being extra good at school just so I can get some extra computer time, okay? But yeah, y'all, like I said, the show can continue, but, you know, to ease everybody's mind, we're going in two separate directions. But even though we're going in two separate directions, we have the same goal, okay? So I wish the rest of y'all will get your foundation and then go fly like the eagle, right? Because the more of us that is properly helping, okay, that makes the difference, then, you know, you can win. But like I said, my goal is to get as many of y'all to the clerk. I don't know too many people that's ever made it that far, let alone how to make it that far. Yeah, I don't know. But we get into the clerk. I'll show y'all how to properly file your taxes. The free class, the back to the basics, will be next week. Maybe that'll help y'all understand the role that everybody's supposed to play, so that when you're directing these people, you direct them to play the proper role. You'll understand what they're doing, how they're doing it, and how it benefits you. And everybody should have some UCCs filed on everything that you have a collateral security in, down to the number on your birth certificate, your social security card, the number on the back of it. Like, you, even though the social security office say that the social security card belongs to them, because it does, that don't mean that you don't have a collateral interest into it. It's all about expressing our interests, and that's what the goal is. And guys, we do not have much time. We do not have, you don't have much time. Okay? You don't have much time. So please stop getting distracted and buckle down. You know how the Florida people talk about when the storm, we got to hunker down. You better hunker y'all ass down and get what it is that you need, so that you can free your bloodline and your family. Okay? If you're just coming on the live, you're going to have to go back and re-listen to everything that was said. If you are in fourth quarter takeover and you didn't downgrade, and they charged you for this month, you can either downgrade yourself or you can utilize it for the tax class or whatever. I will make an announcement in there. Regular VIP, we got a class coming up, so that I can show y'all the home harmless agreement, the security agreement, and those things that you need to add onto your trust, your revocable and your irrevocable trust. We'll be going over that. And then I got the Back to the Basics free class that everybody can come to. I'll drop a link in my bio for you to sign up for the Zoom. It is absolutely free. I just want to make sure that everybody is on the same page. And then we will have the tax class from there, everybody. So there it is, there it is, there it is. We can lump it in all together, right? You can lump what in all together? Who's not honoring your 1099-C? Do I know when I'm doing the test class? It'll be within the next 2 weeks. If you got a court date with a tax collector, with a debt collector, all you had to do was put in for the case to be thrown out due to a mandatory arbitration agreement. Because every debt collector is going to have an arbitration agreement. You could have easily got that done by putting that in. And you can use that tomorrow if it's too late, because your court case is tomorrow. And when they start talking all the shit that they talking, you ask for a verbal removal of the case due to a mandatory discharge. If I was you, I would go on their website or find your contract where it talks about the arbitration clause. I would use that as proof. But yeah, that's what you should do. Will I be selling the fourth quarter takeover? Yeah, you can get in there now. You just have to be added. I'm adding everybody to the Dropbox. I want to make a more efficient way for any of the people who didn't take it to be able to get it. I just ain't got there yet. Just give me a minute. But yeah, if you go in there now and you do the the Google Doc form to be added to the drive, then you'll be able to have access to it. You can get all your money back. Put a lien on everything. A lean back. You feel so overwhelmed because I'm at the beginning phase of the whole process, so do I have time? Yes, you have time, but you got to get on a good foot, and you can't deviate, and you got to follow directions. There we go. UCC for the win. America's bankrupt. We are the creditors that need to submit our claims. Absolutely. Fractured Beliefs 2025. That's all that it is. You got to put a claim in. How can you put a claim in? Public notice. What is public notice? UCC. Who got the money? The clerk. Okay. A notary doesn't want to notarize my birth certificate if it says illegal. Because it is. You didn't sign the birth certificate. And why are you trying to get your birth certificate notarized? Huh? A notary doesn't want to notarize my birth certificate. It said it's illegal. It's absolutely illegal because that's not your signature on there. A notary is to verify that the signature that is being written belongs to the person who's writing it. So why would you notarize your birth certificate? Please explain that to me. And where did you get that from? Because I promise you it wasn't me. And I sure know the fucking one nephew. So which one of us? It wasn't either one of us. So, yeah. Yeah. It wouldn't allow me to put my name. He only accept email for name when it came to the... That's fine. It's the email that I need so that I can link and make sure you get the proper thing and then link y'all email to it so y'all can have it for the 30 days. Oh, yeah, it is on the 11/11 with me. So, yeah, y'all, the clerk got your money. I'm going to help y'all get there. You just got to follow directions and understand that I know what I'm doing. And I'm trying to get y'all to know what y'all doing. So every last one of y'all can go fly like the eagle and leave the teacher because that's what you do. You come, you get to work, and then you fly off on your own. I would love to see all of y'all do that. But, yeah, for y'all that was concerned, everything is still what it is. It's just me, you know. And yeah, don't be trying to start no unnecessary drama because there is none. Okay? There is none. And that's just what it is. That is just what it is. On an old lease and sending the registered mail, but it's an old lease. Why are you doing all of that when you should be doing a trust and going to get it filed? You trying to get a dollar off of an old lease. It's old. Baby, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. That when you set yourself up properly, everything that has your social security number attached to it since the age of 7, you get that? 7. Y'all know everything is numbers. Your mama and daddy had till 7 to say you were theirs. They didn't. The state took over. Everything that you've had from kindergarten to 12th grade and everything you signed from 18 over is held in an account. When you say that you're alive and you put it on the record, your account get liquidated, liquid assets. So you don't have to do one, but you better claim it. And how can you claim it? Which I've went over. Y'all making this hard. It ain't that damn hard. That's what y'all got to do. My answer's not going to change. I'm telling y'all what y'all got to do. That's why I'm at my end, because I don't know what else to say to y'all outside of this is what you got to do. I done gave y'all the foundation to understand why. I'm even doubling back for y'all. This is my last rodeo, so I'm going to go out with a bang, okay? I'm even going to leave it there. But the teacher not going to be there, but the information will. All I can tell you is take the walk down the yellow brick road with Path to Freedom, and you will end up at the end with the goal. Point blank, period. And I'm trying to tell y'all how to do that. You need a trust, you need some UCCs, and you need some filings. Period. No more, no less. And then you need to know how to file your taxes properly so you can get what belongs to you. That's it. Then you need to know how to handle your affairs moving forward, which means what? Those taxes are supposed to be filed what? Every quarter, every 3 months. Every 3 months you should have a tax check. Right? Every 3 months you should have a tax check. And you got to have the right accounts open. Can you imagine liquidating your whole estate, but you ain't you don't file the proper taxes, and then they hit your estate for 40%? Even though you like, I still got a lot of money, 40%, because you didn't file the right taxes. When you got a $13 million credit every single year for it to be 100% tax free. Or you get your estate and then something happened to you, but you don't have it protected. So now all the hard work that you've done, your kids can't get it because you're not protected. You need a trust. Either do it yourself, go see Layla, go take, you need a trust. And you need a trust, right? You want to get back your 10 times the amount of your deposits? It needs to be, you need to do that under the trust. Because right now your bank is claiming all the interest. That's why you're supposed to have a non-interest bearing account up under a trust so that you can file the proper 1099Bs and 1099 ODs and 1099As and etc. that goes along with your tax return. But if you did a 1041 and you don't have a trust on file with the IRS, you working ass backwards. Now they gonna hold you up. They want to know who you are. Verify yourself now, because they don't see nothing on file. They don't see you as POA. They ain't got no 2848. They ain't got no 56. They ain't got none of that. But you doing stuff. Stop it. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Okay? Remember who you are. And go get your shit. And on that note, y'all have a good evening. Like I said, I should be done tomorrow, but no later than Thursday. Y'all will have a Dropbox access. Your 30 days start from that day. If you were already recharged for fourth quarter takeover, you can either downgrade your membership or you can stay in there, and that will automatically give you admission into the tax course. I will drop the dates for all of these things that we're supposed to be doing. And on that note, get on the motherfucking good foot. Get your trust together. Hop your ass down there to the goddamn clerk. Get your shit on the record properly. Do your UCC filings and claim what belongs to you. The only thing that's standing in the way of you and your wealth is you and a trust and a filing. That's it. That's it. And we got to say to kids, okay? If you in the market, don't be scared of the market. This the time to buy. Make sure you got some XRP and some other things. Yeah. So please, y'all, get it together. I'll fuck with y'all the long way and the short way. Once again, drop some chats. Drop some 100s in the chat for Caleb. Caleb, we appreciate you. Nigga, rise to the motherfucking top. You better do it right, nigga, because everybody like you was under Path to Freedom. So, nigga, you better go out here. You better stunt, okay? And you better do it properly. So, let's drop some in the chat for Caleb. Thank you. It's been an amazing 2 years. We gonna keep this motherfucking show on the world, and we gonna make it to the clerk. Before these motherfuckers try to go and bankrupt on our asses, okay? But thank God for the sovereign wealth account. I mean, look at that. All this time till ain't nobody no sovereign. Now they got a whole sovereign wealth. Fucking fun. Get the fuck out of here. If they ain't playing in our face. So take your sovereign ass and go get your shit. Stop being distracted. Get you a trust and go to the clerk. And on that note, I holla at y'all. Mess with y'all the long way and the short way. And yeah, that's it. Bye.